everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
Good morning,
everyone.
ma'am.
Now, in our previous class, can anybody tell me what we have understood in the lesson in our previous class? What we have seen? What we were reading about? Democracy, constitution, what we were reading? Have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
This you have understood? Storyboard.
Yes, ma'am.
What was this storyboard about? What this story was
Ma'am,
about?
this was about about the majority.
Hmm?
No, ma'am. It is about a girl named Shabnam who had a test, but she was distracted by the TV.
Hmm. So what does this storyboard shows you? That through this
It
storyboard,
tells us that the Constitution helps us protect against some decisions that
ah,
we should not take.
yes, good. The Constitution, as this storyboard from this storyboard, it is made clear that some decisions which we take, it is just for our favor, which may not be liked by the others as a whole community. That way, we can say that the same thing is there in the Constitution also. That the Constitution save us from ourselves. That is, it helps us to save us, to protect us from certain decision which we might have taken for ourselves, for the benefit of ourselves, but might be that decision is not good enough for the other peoples. Clear? The same way this storyboard was saying. Then
Yes, ma'am.
uh, this was the third significant feature of the constitution. Second significant feature was, or importance of constitution. Second, what was the second about?
Ma'am, that the Dominion group does not use its power against the less powerful people.
Very good. Another important constitution features of constitution was, importance of constitution was that in a democratic form of government, the dominant group, that is the people who are in power or in majority, they do not use their power against the less powerful people. And this was shown through this storyboard, where the majority and minority was clearly seen, that the majority was of here boys. So the boys decision was always taken as consideration, and the girls decision was not taken. So this was the constitution protect us from this type of also policies, you know. Then
Yes, ma'am.
today we are going to start with this paragraph. Similarly, the constitution helps to protect us against the
No,
certain.
ma'am. इसके नीचे वाला.
No problem. We will start with the beginning of the paragraph. Here we have completing this, but we will start from the beginning of the paragraph. Clear? Similarly, the
Yes, ma'am.
constitution helps to protect us against certain decisions. Certain decisions what we take, the constitution help us to protect us against that. That might take, that could have had adverse effect on the larger principles that the country believes in. Larger principles means ज्यादा लोगों के लिए वो beneficial नहीं होगा जो हमने decision लिया है. For example, it is possible that many people who live in a democracy might come to strongly feel that party politics has become so acrimonious. Party politics has become so acrimonious means बहुत ही party politics has become so acrimonious that we need a strong dictator. Yesterday I did not explain, ये वाला part explain कर दिया था मैंने. Hello, what happened?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ तो What does the word acrimonious means? The party politics has become acrimonious. Means full of, we can say, uh, it has become very harsh. Acrimonious means the party politics party politics means जो अपनी अपनी politics को favor करते हैं leaders, that has become very harsh, very we can say bitter. एक तरीके से अच्छा नहीं लगता है वो. Cheating is always there, है ना? Always cheating, we can find out the cheating and all. And so, for example, the party politics has become so acrimonious that we need a strong dictator. तो सब कुछ लोगों का सोचना है कि ये जो elections होते हैं, elections कैसे politics में many different parties stand for the election. इलेक्शन में बहुत सारी पार्टीज खड़ी होती है, तो वो अपना अपना पार्टीज को फेवर करते हैं, तो एक तरीके से वो बिटरनेस क्रिएट कर रहा है एक दूसरे के मींस लोगों के बीच में. वो अपनी अपनी पार्टी को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. सो फॉर दिस many people favor the dictatorship rule. Many people think that strong dictator should be there. Strong dictator means a rule of one person should be there. Swept by this emotion, they may not realize that in long run dictatorial rule goes against all their interest. और इस तरीके से वो ये नहीं देखते कि लॉन्ग रन में ये जो डिक्टेटोरियल रूल है, रूल ऑफ वन पर्सन है, ये लोगों के लिए अच्छा नहीं होगा. एक बार तो वो समझते हैं कि ठीक है, ये पार्टी पॉलिटिक्स से बहुत नुकसान है, ये लोग अपने अपने पार्टीज को फेवर करते हैं, पार्टीज में बहुत डर्टी ट्रिक्स यूज होती हैं टू मेक द पार्टी विन द इलेक्शन. बट what happens they started favoring the dictatorship. वो rule of a king or rule of one person को favor करने लगते हैं. But what happens कि ये long run में it will not be good. The dictatorial rule will not be good for them. A good constitution does not allow these whims to change its basic structure. अब जो good constitution है, ये अपना basic structure को इन सब कंडीशंस के रहते अपना बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर जो मेन स्ट्रक्चर है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का, टू सेफगार्ड्स द राइट्स ऑफ द सिटीजंस, टू मेक द रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस so that the government can follow those and it can work upon according to the set rules and regulations. So these basic structure is not changed anyhow. It does not allow for the easy overthrow of provisions that guarantees rights of citizens and protect their freedom. So though people are against the party politics and all, many dirty tricks are followed, but then also we can say that democracy is a best form of government because it do not change the basic structure of the constitution. Basic structure जो constitution का, that is to protect the citizens, rights of the citizens, to protect the freedom. ये सब क्या होता है, अभी भी protection मिलता है, चाहे वो we can say that elections are being held from time to time. Parties come into the power and forms the government, but then also constitution remains same to protect the rights of the citizens and to protect their freedom. Clear? That is why we can say that democracy is the best form of government where the written constitution is there. So from the above discussion, you will understand that the constitution plays a very important role in a democratic society. So all this discussion we have seen through many storyboards. Also, we have seen the importance of the constitution. So the constitution plays an important role in a democratic society. If a society is a democratic society, if the government formed is according to the democratic rules and regulations, then certainly constitution has an important role to play. I hope till here it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's try and understand the ways in which the above points get translated into certain ideals and rules by studying some key features of the constitution. Now you will understand the key features, main features of the Indian constitutions. What are the main features of the Indian constitution? Now, by the beginning of the 20th century, the Indian national movement has been active in the struggle for independence from British rule for several decades. बहुत सालों तक our Indian national movement was very much active. Indian national movement means भारत छोड़ो आंदोलन जो आंदोलन शुरू हुआ था अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिशर्स, बहुत लड़ाई उसने स्ट्रगल फाइट किया है अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिश रूल टू गेट द इंडिपेंडेंस. So during the freedom struggle, the nationalists had devoted a great deal of time to imagine and planning what the free India would be like. Or before getting the freedom, many nationalist leaders, many leaders, Indian leaders had struggled a lot. Even they had imagined and planned a lot how our free India to be like. कि हमारी स्वतंत्र भारत किस तरीके का होना चाहिए और कैसा स्वतंत्र भारत होना चाहिए जिससे कि सबको समान अधिकार प्राप्त हो. So this thing was kept in mind by our national leaders. Now under the British, they had been forced to obey rules that they had very little role in making. Now, when we were under the Britishers, the Indian people had to follow many rules and regulations. The Indians had to follow many rules and regulations. They had to work under the supremacy of the Britishers. Britishers के अंडर में उनको हमेशा रहना पड़ता था, and they had to follow the rules and regulations which the Britishers used to say, and they had to uh, obey the rules and regulations. Otherwise, they were being treated very badly. Now, long experience of authoritarian rule under the colonial state convinced Indians that free India should be a democracy in which everyone should be treated equally. Now, seeing this, when we were under the Britishers, all the Indians had to work according to the rules and regulations made by the Britishers. They were very much exploited. Indians were very much exploited. They faced very much inequality in the rule of the Britishers when they were in the rule of the Britishers. So our Indian people, our Indian leaders had experienced a lot. उनको बहुत तरीके का एक्सपीरियंस हो गया कि अगर हम ब्रिटिशर्स के अंडर में थे तो हमारी क्या कंडीशन थी, तो उस तरह की कंडीशन वापस हमारे हमको नहीं हो, हमारे देश में वापस नहीं आए. So for that, they wanted to adopt a democracy in which everyone should be treated equally. और इसीलिए उन्होंने democratic form of government को choose करना अच्छा समझा, where everybody should be treated equally, because in British rule, uh, all the peoples were not treated equally. High and low caste was there. Britishers were kept separate in the separate group. Indians were kept at separate group. So now, after independence, leaders want that everybody should be treated equally and allowed to participate in the government. And second thing also, first they should have the democratic form of government after the independence. Second, they should be allowed to participate in the government. Allowed to participate in the government means they should be allowed to form a government according to their wishes. The government should work. So what remained to be done then was to work out the ways in which democratic government would be set up in India and rules that would determine its functioning. Now the thing was the rules should be made, the ways should be made out where the democratic government should be made, and the rules and regulations to be determined, to be followed on and to made it into consideration, and the functioning of those rules and regulations should be there in which everybody is treated equally. Now, this was done on not only one person, but by a group of around 300 people. Now, this determining the rules and regulations was done not by one single person, but by around the 300 people who became the member of Constituent Assembly in 1946. So, in 1946, around 300 people, you can underline this, around 300 people became the member of Constituent Assembly in 1946, and they started taking the decision for the country, for the benefit of the citizens, who met periodically, means time to time. Who met periodically means ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली के मेंबर्स थे, वो टाइमली मिलने मीटिंग अरेंज करने लग गए. टाइम टू टाइम पीरियोडिकली वो एक तरीके से मीटिंग अरेंज करे. कब तक? फॉर द नेक्स्ट 3 years टू राइट इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लिखने के लिए नेक्स्ट 3 years के लिए उन्होंने टाइम टू टाइम meetings held की to have a proper and good constitution for India, so that which can be prove beneficial and helpful for the people of the country and for the country itself. So till here everybody is clear. Now there was an extraordinary sense of unity amongst the members of the Constituent Assembly. Each of the provision of the future constitution was discussed in the great detail. Means what all to be involved in the constitution. Each and everything was minutely discussed among the members of the Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly के members ने हर चीज बहुत minutely सुपरवाइज की, बहुत माइन्यूटली डिस्कस की हर मैटर को, एंड विद देयर सिंसियर एफर्ट टू कंप्रोमाइज एंड रीच एन एग्रीमेंट थ्रू द कॉन्शियसनेस। मींस एक म्यूचुअल एग्रीमेंट लिया गया और सबकी रजामंदी से, सबकी यस से, सबकी एग्रीमेंट से, थ्रू कॉन्शियसनेस मींस through the agreement of each and everyone who was present in the Constituent Assembly, the Constitution was framed for a free India. The above photo shows Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, a prominent member of the Constituent Assembly. So, who was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel? He was a prominent member of the Constituent Assembly. So, I hope till here it is clear, everyone. The
Yes,
making
Yes,
of the
ma'am.
Constitution. The making of the Constitution. This is about the making of the Constitution. Clear? Now, these members of the Constituent Assembly had a huge task before them. Now, the members, 300 members were there in the Constituent Assembly. They had a huge task before them. बहुत बड़ा उनके पर जिम्मेवारी. Task means जिम्मेवारी आ गई थी अब. The country was made up of several different communities who spoke different languages. They belonged to different religion. They had distinct culture. And when the constitution was being written, India was going through a considerable turmoil. बहुत सारे changes इंडिया कंट्री में, हमारी कंट्री इंडिया में उस वक्त देखने को मिल रहे थे आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस. सो द कंट्री वाज मेड अप ऑफ सेवरल. क्यों ये बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेवारी आ गई थी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली पे? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाने की जिम्मेवारी इसलिए आ गई थी बिकॉज in India, many different groups of people were living. That means the communities which were having different language. हर ग्रुप के लोग यहाँ पर दिखाई दे रहे थे इंडिया में, भारत में. अलग अलग तरीके की लैंग्वेजेस बोलने वाले थे, अलग अलग रिलीजन्स के लोग थे, अलग अलग कल्चर को फॉलो करने वाले लोग थे. और उस समय हमारा जो देश है वो बहुत टर्मोइल मीन्स बहुत बड़े एक तरीके से चेंज में गुजर रहा था. बहुत बड़ा एक तरीके से ऐसी सिचुएशन थी, ऐसी कंडीशन थी जब इंडिया को इंडिपेंडेंस मिली, तो एक तरीके से अबाउट द पार्टीशन आल्सो इट वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट. सो इट वाज गोइंग थ्रू अ कंसिडरेबल टर्मोइल. बहुत कुछ चेंजेस चल रहे थे हमारे भारत में. The partition of the country into India and Pakistan was eminent. More eminent means most important thing was the partition of our country, India and Pakistan. That was the condition going on in our country कि भारत और पाकिस्तान को अलग अलग करने का. Some of the princely states means those states which were ruled by the rulers, those states which were under the rulers, जो local rulers के अंडर में थी. So some of the princely states remained undecided about their future. अब वो ये decide नहीं कर पा रही थी अपने future के बारे में कि they had to remain in India or they had to move to Pakistan, and the socio-economic condition of the vast mass of people appeared dismal. Means बहुत सारे लोगों का socio-economic condition एक तरीके से क्या था? Future कोई परमानेंट फ्यूचर नहीं था उन लोगों का. What to do, what not to do, they were in great confusion at that time when India got independence. Now all of these issues, कौन से issues? Different language, different religion, caste, color, culture, even they were going under the situation of partition, India and Pakistan partition. The princely states, the states which were under the local rulers, they were also not able to follow where to go, what type of future they should have. The common people were also not having a permanent viewpoint, permanent opinion about their condition, what their condition will be in the future. So in all these conditions, all these issues played an important minds of the members of the Constituent Assembly as they drafted the constitution. जब उन्होंने constitution बनाया, तो these all conditions were kept in mind of the members of the Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly के members जो constitution बना रहे थे, उन्होंने ये सब बातें ध्यान में रखी बहुत ही minutely. That is why I said it earlier. They studied each and everything very minutely so that a good constitution can be prepared for India. They rose to an occasion and gave this country a visionary document that reflects a respect for maintaining diversity while preserving national university. That means now, after having a detailed study, ultimately a good constitution came out as a document. अच्छा constitution एक document के रूप में आया in front of the people, in which it was clearly seen, reflects means it was clearly seen that the respect for maintaining diversity means the people of every caste, color, language, religion, culture were being equal respect in the country. Plus, they were also having the knowledge of preserving national unity. National unity, देश की एकता को किसी तरह की कोई नुकसान नहीं हो. So these two things were kept very precisely in mind so that the national unity is also preserved और लोगों की जो अलग अलग लैंग्वेज जो डिफ्रेंसिएशन है लैंग्वेज कल्चर रिलीजन के बेसिस पे वो भी उनकी जो डाइवर्सिटीज है वो मेंटेन रहे उनको भी किसी तरह का ऐसा ना लगे कि उनकी कल्चर पे या उनकी लैंग्वेज पे कोई तरीके का किसी डिफ्रेंसिएशन हो रहा है या हार्मिंग हो रही है उनके कल्चर पे क्लियर so the final document also reflects their concern for eradicating poverty. Another thing was kept in mind, eradicating poverty. Eradicating poverty means garibi ko hatana was also one of the main aim for making the constitution by the Constituent Assembly. Through socio-economic reforms. Socio-economic reform means socio means society में, economic means economically. बहुत सारे changes ला करके poverty को eliminate करना बिल्कुल eradicate करना हटा देना was the main aim, main goal for the Constituent Assembly, as well as emphasizing the crucial role the people can play in choosing their representatives. और ये भी ध्यान रखा गया था कि लोग अपना representative easily, free and fair way में choose कर सकें. So I hope till here it is clear, everyone.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So things were kept in mind that the diversities of the people, different groups have different diversities, different religion, different customs, traditions, culture. They are not harmed in any case. Plus, to preserve the national unity, देश की एकता को भी नुकसान नहीं हो. Plus, to eradicate poverty, poverty को जड़ से खत्म करना was also one of the reason to make a good constitution. Through social and economic reforms, social or economic society में or economically many changes to be brought so that the poverty can be eradicated, poverty को हटा सके. Plus, this also was thought that people can have a free choice to choose the representatives. So all these things were kept in mind for making a good constitution. Now about Baba Sahib, Dr. Ambedkar. Baba Sahib Dr. Ambedkar is known as the father of Indian Constitution. You can underline this. Who is called as the father of Indian Constitution? Baba Sahib
Dr. Ambedkar.
Dr. Ambedkar. Now Dr. Ambedkar believed that
Papa said Dr. Ambedkar.
yes. Now Baba Sahib Dr. Ambedkar believed that his participation in the Constituent Assembly helped the scheduled caste get some safeguards in the draft constitution. Now, with the participation of Dr. Ambedkar, he believed that if his participation will be there, might be some safeguard, some protection will be there for scheduled caste. Scheduled caste के लिए कुछ protection मिलेगा, because Baba Sahib Ambedkar was also from the which caste? Scheduled caste. Clear? That is why he wanted that he should be in the Constituent Assembly to safeguard, to protect the rights of the scheduled caste. And but he also stated that although the laws might exist, scheduled caste still had reason to fear, because the administration of these laws were in the hands of caste Hindu officers. अब उन्होंने कहा कि he believed that the participation in the Constituent Assembly, his participation in the Constituent Assembly is to help the scheduled caste people to protect their rights. But he was also afraid on the other side, he was also afraid. Why he was afraid? Because the power was still in the hands of some caste Hindu officers. He therefore urged scheduled caste to join. The urge means to call. उसने डॉक्टर बाबा साहब डॉक्टर अंबेडकर ने उन्होंने ये शेड्यूल कास्ट के लोगों को जागृत किया, join the government. He had called them to join the government as well as civil services और government offices को join करने के लिए बाबा साहेब डॉक्टर अंबेडकर, भीमराव अंबेडकर, full name is Bhimrao Ambedkar, he asked scheduled caste people to join the government and civil services so that they can protect their own rights. Now, listed below are key features of the Indian Constitution. While reading this, keep in mind the above mentioned concern of diversity, unity, socio-economic reforms, and representation that the authors of this document were grappling with. That means we are with these key features, we will have to keep in mind the things which the Constituent Assembly members also kept in mind. Now, try to understand the ways in which they try to balance these concerns with their commitment to transforming independent India into the strong democratic society. Independent India से उन्होंने कैसे strong democratic society form किया through this constitution, we will see further in this lesson by having the knowledge about the key features of Indian Constitution. That is to understand the key features of Indian Constitution. I hope till here it is clear. Now, first key feature is federalism. Now, what is federalism? This refers to the existence of more than one level of the government in the country. You can underline this. What do you mean by federalism? Federalism means more than one level of the government in the country. That shows that center and state means more than one level. सिर्फ center में ही नहीं है, state में भी government form किया गया है. So we have governments at the state level and at the center level. So we can see this state level and center level. So more than one level of the government in the country. That means it has federalism in the country. Now Panchayati Raj is the third tier of the government. Underline this. Which is the third tier of the government? Panchayati Raj is the third tier of the government. And you have read about this in class 6th book. Class 6th, you have already read about this, about Panchayati Raj system. And we looked at the functioning of the state government in your class 7th book. And this year we will read about the central government. This year you will read about the central government. 6th, you have read about Panchayati Raj, the third tier of the government. 6th, 7th standard, you have read about the state government. Now in 8th standard, you will read about the central government. Clear? Now today I end up here only. In our next class, we are going to continue with this last paragraph of page number 11. Till then, try to read this and understand it. If any doubt, you can ask me in our next class. Okay? Till then, thank you.